I have to quickly touch into the 80s and in the army now. Now, I was living in Germany, West Germany at the time when it came out. My dad was a British Army Forces man. He was serving in West Germany. We lived over there. And the song, it became an anthem to everybody. It was huge. Now, why did you choose that song? Because it was originally by Bolland and Bolland, wasn't it?
Oh, I loved it. I was in Ireland. I'd go into Dublin. I'd stay there for 2 or 3 weeks. And on the Sunday afternoon, there used to be this Casey Kasems show from America. And I really used to enjoy it. It was, and this track came on. And it was, what is that? And there was a kid I knew at school. He would get in trouble for whatever reason. And then I remember a few times he'd go out of school, he'd run out of the room, sent to the headmaster, I hate you, look, I'm going to join the army. And I heard that, I thought, I wonder if he ever did join the army, and the reality of that, it's like, we got you now, son.
Yeah.
And I wonder how many guys went, I didn't know it was going to be like this. We know that people were recruited in World War I, World War II. They used to send them out in the pubs where all the guys where you the peer group or peer pressure. Get in there. Yeah, you wake up sober, you'd sign up. And that sense that no one gives a damn and no one gives a shit. It was the reality of it to me. Plus, I think it's a great song. And John Edwards, the bass player, Status Quo, we always call it a bar. I never know where the friggin' hell you are in it. Most songs, they're anchor points. You know where the fuck you are. And so there are points where John, I idolise. So I look out the corner of my eye and he does a signal for me. And he'll look at the floor and it's that one there. This one there is. So I have these signals. Otherwise, I will get lost in the army. And we have sometimes got terribly lost in the middle of the song in the army. Where the fuck? But I loved it. And I thought it was either going to be a massive, massive hit or a resounding, flop. And it was definitely not mid. And Andrew and I used to be able to sit and say, we'd write something or we'd say it's the top 5, that's the top 10. It's only top 15, that one. Which you think about, a top 15 was 250,000 singles or more. And it's just this territory, And I remember just thinking that it was a struggle to get it out. First time I wanted the band to do it, they didn't like it, didn't want to know. And it wasn't until we reformed that. And Rick said, I'll do anything you say. That was Rick when he was in trouble. And Pip Williams produced, and I think he did. It's probably one of the best records we'd made. It was a record we'd made, not a recording of Status Quo. Yeah. And another one we did was when we did that covers albums, but the one we did with Pip. And it had When You Walk in the Room on it. It was a fantastic record. To be able to say that about one of your own pieces without fear of police yourself. And those 2 records, Pip Williams' production on those was impeccable. I love to say it because he used to say my tracking was impeccable, my double tracking. And he was a nitpicker though. And we used to call him nitpicker, pick me a nit. But yeah, that was, I just thought that song was going to be as big as it was. But again, ostracised lots of fans. We lost lots of fans on that one, as we did with Rocking All Over the World. Wait, how'd you know?
It was just that song just kind of resounded at that time as well, because it wasn't long after the Falklands and we had the Cold War thing going on and the troubles in Northern Ireland and everything. It really did just...
But I think in Russia, we don't talk about them anymore, do we? It was the number 1 for Sweet. I was stupid, like 2 years or something stupid, there. 2 years, yeah, really. And because they must have had got to go in the army. They're going to Siberia. Lucky boy. So I that was the overwhelming thing of that. Oh, how many guys must have? I would have shat myself to wake up. And I'm such a wimp. I was lucky that conscription went out of England before I got to say it. And of course, you're all right, aren't you? All right, son, peace. All right, son.
That's it. Well, I didn't follow my dad's footsteps, that's for sure.